Okie dokie, we're live. So I'm actually cooking dinner, and this live is completely impromptu. I have a lot of updates for you guys, and I feel like I've been avoiding the camera, and I'll be telling you why. But I just haven't really felt like making videos. So I'm forcing myself to come on here and check in, and we're making dinner. We're making spaghetti bake right now. So you get to make some dinner with me. And my kids are outside, so every so often I'll be peeking at them and checking on them, just so you know. All right. Well, we've had an exciting week and a half. We've had a very exciting week and a half. Some of it not so fun. So I'm just gonna hop right into it. About a week ago, or maybe a week and a half ago, I went online and I said, hey, everything's great, I feel awesome. No updates basically. And then that very night, I started having this weird itching in my hands, like felt like there were ants, like in my hands. It was crazy, and it was only happening at night. And so the first night I didn't think anything of it, right? Like, okay, itchy hands, big deal, right? But the second night I started to wonder, okay, why are they itching 2 nights in a row? And by the third night, it was crazy. Like, I couldn't even sleep. It woke me up, and I'm up and I'm just like, my hands, there's ants on my hands. So by that night, I'm like, this has to be something, right? So I Googled it, which, right, never Google your symptoms, especially late at night, like 2 in the morning. I Googled it, and then turns out itchy hands can be common in pregnancy, and there is this condition called cholestasis, which means that your liver is not processing right. And one of the symptoms is itchy hands. And this doesn't really necessarily hurt the mom, but it can be toxic for the baby, as you might imagine, if your liver's not getting rid of toxins for the baby. So I text the midwife about my itchy hands, and she said that we can get blood work done to check to see if that was an issue. And if it was an issue, basically the answer is just to get the baby out quicker, which wasn't, not such a big deal because I'm full term, but it wouldn't have been my ideal because, I want a natural birth. I don't really want to go to the hospital if I can avoid it. So, but anyway, we ended up scheduling the lab work, but the lab that does this, there's only one in the country. They're all the way in California. So the lab work hasn't even gotten back yet. So, but my hands have stopped itching. So I feel a little better about the situation. 1 second. Kids are good. So I feel a little better about the situation because my hands no longer itch, and I switched dish soaps, and that seemed to do the trick. So here I am freaking out, like, oh, my liver is going out, and it's probably just the dish soap, but we'll get confirmation on that very soon. And hopefully Monday or Tuesday we'll know, like, what my levels are for that. So yeah, so as if that wasn't enough, so I'm going in to get the blood work, and they're like, do you want to just measure and do a prenatal right here since you're here anyway? I'm like, sure, why not? So they measure me, and I measure a lot smaller than I measured just 3 days before, because I had an appointment 3 days before. So that was concerning. It's like, I think is it centimeters or inches? I don't know how they measure in inches or centimeters, but it was like 3 smaller than the week before. And so that was kind of alarming, and they were worried that I had low amniotic fluid. So in order to check that, we did an ultrasound, And the first time she measured my amniotic fluid, she did measure it low. And she said, let me measure that again just to be sure my measurement is right. And then she found other pockets of amniotic fluid in, the uterus. So she said, so we'll average that. And when we average those numbers, you're good. You're fine. So just, oh my goodness. So for that moment when she said your amniotic fluid is low after that first measurement, I was just kind of panicking because that just means that we had oligohydramnios, which is low amniotic fluid. And I had that with my first. So that would also mean medical induction. So when she said your amniotic fluid is measuring low on this measurement, I just kind of started panicking. But then she said, but let's measure it a couple more times. So anyway, I'm trusting that everything she measured is accurate and that we're good. But needless to say, I am downing water. I'm just drinking so much water. And well, this is pregnancy tea, but I'm trying to keep up the hydration because it's like not a good scare. So you see, I've been having a fun week. Another thing that has been happening this week is I'm getting contractions, like big, strong contractions that go away. They go away after about an hour. So I'll get about an hour of like intense labor contractions. And then I'm tired after that hour. And then I want to take a nap. So you could probably see, like, I'm not quite myself. I'm feeling very primal, like I'm at the beginning of the end. But this beginning of the end could be a 1 to 2, maybe 3 week process. So I'm aware of that. But I just feel like going into my cave and hiding from the world, which is why I haven't really done a lot of videos recently. And if you've looked at my videos recently, I'm not wearing makeup. Like just a second. The chicken was chasing my 2-year-old. So that's what the screaming was. The chickens are harmless. Like they don't hurt the 2-year-old. They don't hurt him. Come here. Was Pippin chasing you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Pippin was chasing you.
Yeah.
At most, like, they'll do a little peck, but they've never even broken skin or anything. But he's really afraid when they chase him. Were you afraid?
Yeah.
Right.
Ah!
So there you go. There you go. Well, go play with something else.
Yeah, I need.
Right. Right. So here I am thinking he's like really hurt and he's just running away from the chicken. But oh my goodness. What? You want to go outside again after all that? Okay, I'm gonna let him outside against my better judgment, and then I will continue this chat. Okay. Go play. Oh my goodness. The big kids are out there too, so they're taking care of their little brother. But anyway, so I'm just feeling icky. I'm feeling icky and I'm ready for a little girl to be here, to be past this stage. But I'm also aware of how important this stage is. And this stage being that place where you're like on the edge of a pregnancy, where you're not really happy to be pregnant anymore, but like you need that place of opening both your heart and your cervix, and you need that in order to cross over to that next part of your life and where everything changes because there's a baby and babies change things. I have this beautiful article that was shared with me. I will post it when I'm done with this live stream. I share it with as many mothers as I can because it's just beautiful. And she talks about this place of in between and giving it meaning and giving it a name and appreciating it, because at this point, medical induction is super seductive and it sounds nice because it's not fun to be in this place. Like you can see I'm sweating, like I'm not myself. I don't feel good. But it's important. Like it's important to be there and exist there. And as Christians, we can unite that suffering with Jesus. And I've been singing this song. I think it's called Mother's Communion. And it talks about how the mom is giving up her body for the baby inside. And that's kind of what I've been trying to do with these feelings, is just unite them with Jesus' suffering, how he gave up his body in a whole real way for us. And we can do a similar thing as mothers, you know, holding this baby inside of us and sacrificing these little things that are difficult for us. So that's what I've been praying about. And I think that I will be taking a YouTube break because I just need to chill it out for a little bit as I'm getting through this place and just kind of draw back. But I will do live streams here and there, but they're not going to be pretty. Like what you see is what you get. To update you, and when baby's here, I'll do a live stream. I'll probably do some postpartum live streams, but there won't be any production type videos. Probably for at least, I don't really know, but probably like a month. I'll probably take a month to just press into everything. And yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. So any questions? Has anybody on here dealt with cholestasis or oligohydramnios or measuring small? I do have to tell a little story. Let me take a peek. Oh, they're good. Okay. I have to tell a little story because after I was at that appointment and then I had the ultrasound, I went to Trader Joe's. And this lady, she asked me, how far along are you? And I said, well, I'm 38 weeks. And she said, no, there's absolutely no way you're 38 weeks. There's no way. There's no way. You're too small. You're way too small. You're so small. And she kept saying it, and like she had no idea. She had no idea that here I'm panicking about my my levels of amniotic fluid, and she just kept saying it. You're so small. You're too small. There's no way. No way. So I'm like, yeah. Well, so I think she was trying to pay me a compliment, so I tried to take it as such, but man, things you don't want to hear. But anyway, all right, well, you guys take care, and God bless you. Talk to you later. Bye.